Hi, I'm Jamie McMurray, and you're watching AOL Autos. It is a lot different than what I expected. When you think of the Daytona 500, for me, I just thought of the race itself and the things that lead up to the race, and then winning the race. And you think about going to victory lane and celebrating with your team. What you don't expect is everything that comes afterwards, and all of the media attention and the shows you do and the amount of travel that we've done for the last few days. I can't explain the excitement of coming off the last turn at Daytona and it being a nighttime race because it lasted so long, and you can see the flagman waving the checkered flag and knowing that in 4 or 5 seconds you're going to be the Daytona 500 champion. It's unbelievable. Well, we had a restart with just a few laps to go, and fortunately I had a really good friend and ex-teammate Greg Biffle lined up behind me. And when you have a restart like that, all of the spotters start politicking with each other of who's going to help who, and my spotter came on and said that Biffle's spotter had come over and said he was just going to push the hell out of me, I think were his exact words. And he did just that, and going down the backstretch we both cleared Kevin Harvick, and we went into turn 3 single file, and we came off turn 4, and I assumed that we were going to be the two that were going to race it out for the next lap to the checkered flag. And Greg didn't see it that way, so he passed me before we got just past the start-finish line. But fortunately, he wasn't able to clear me, and I did some side drafting on him and kind of killed his momentum. And then I was able to get back ahead of him going into turn 3 again. And when I looked in my mirror coming off turn 4, I had Dale Earnhardt Jr. behind me, and I didn't know if he was going to have enough of a run to actually get to me. And fortunately, he didn't, and I was able to win the race. We felt really good heading into the 500 because we ran so well in the shootout and ran well at the race on Thursday. But you just never know. And the thing about restrictor plate racing and Daytona and Talladega is that just surviving is a huge goal that you have, just to be there at the end. Well, they announced it on Thursday that they were going to change the format where the race had to end under green. As long as we took the white flag, that was considered a green flag finish, and it had not been that way in the past. They had just had one green white checkered, and if they threw the green and you only made it to turn 1 and they all wrecked, then the race was officially over. So I don't know that all the drivers were really fans of having 3 attempts at it. That's the rule that they changed, but fortunately, and I was not a fan of it, but fortunately if it hadn't been that way, I wouldn't be here right now. I have learned a lot in my 7 or 8 years of racing in the NASCAR Cup Series. I've matured a lot, not only as a driver but just as an individual. So it has been a lot of ups and downs, and certainly winning the Daytona 500 has been the highlight of my career. The team that I'm with this year ran so well at the 1.5-mile type tracks, or the tracks like Fontana at the end of last year. We feel good about going to any of these racetracks, and certainly by winning it not only gives the driver confidence, but I think it also gives the pit crew and everybody that's a part of the team confidence in what they're doing. And in order to win at this level, everybody has to believe in themselves. So absolutely.